Hi, this is Joe again with another review. And for the sake of this video, I decided to do a movie and pretty much did everything that was in this particular series except for the last movie, which is of course the Hannibal Lecter series. I usually did Silence of the Lambs when I did my whole thing with Oscar-winning movies. I also did Manhunter, the original Red Dragon movie, and then I did the Red Dragon remake. And combine both films, and then do the Hannibal movie. For some reason, I don't think I did that one. But this one I definitely didn't do. I'm going to do that now. And let's discuss the 2007 film, Hannibal Rising, which was the last story that Thomas Harris wrote as the last Hannibal Lecter movie that ever came out. I am not including the Hannibal television show because there's a whole separate whole thing with that, and do a whole, maybe sometime down the line, maybe if I in the mood to do a review of that thing, because I tell you, totally reinvented the entire Hannibal Lecter story with the Hannibal TV show. But right now I'm discussing the last movie, and this was really the last movie. Thomas Harris, after many years, because he only wrote about five novels. Total. He wrote Black Sunday, and then he wrote the 4 Hannibal Lecter books we all know. Of course, Red Dragon, Silence of the Lambs, Hannibal, and of course Hannibal Rising. This was the last one. So every 10 years or so, he has written a new novel. And of course now it's been 10 years, and he hasn't written anything in the last 10 years. But Hannibal Rising is a prequel to the whole thing, because the way that the book Hannibal ended, it was kind of like a love affair, a drug-induced love affair with Clarice Starling and Hannibal. So it's kind of like a fitting end to the whole Hannibal Lecter trilogy, really. But then, after the success of the Red Dragon remake and the Hannibal movie, it's a cult classic, really. A guilty pleasure, the Hannibal, the 2001 Hannibal movie. They dared Thomas Harris to write a prequel, and that's what this was: how Hannibal Lecter became Hannibal Lecter. And knowing that Thomas Harris wrote this novel, he also wrote the screenplay for the movie, and which of course takes place during World War II. And not only during World War II, but just after World War II, where war criminals were being hunted down and tried and eventually executed in some places because of what they did, with the Nazis in World War II. Well, that's when this movie takes place, and starts. Young Hannibal. I don't even remember the name of the actor who plays young Hannibal Lecter, but he was very, very good, very, very creepy as Hannibal Lecter. And the plot, of course, of the movie is that Hannibal tracks down and kills every single person who was involved in the death of Hannibal's sister. Her name is Misha Lecter. And not only that, but his whole family gets wiped out, but his sister was killed. And not only was his sister killed, but the people who killed her ate her. So he purposely goes out and kills every single one of these guys. And that's pretty much the basis of the whole movie, how he tracks them down and kills them. And of course, in the movie, he actually lives with his aunt, who was a Japanese woman who married Hannibal's uncle. Of course, his father's brother, who Hannibal found out that he had died. So only his aunt is alive, and it's been a Japanese woman, and she was kind of hot. The one who played the part of Lady Moraski, she was kind of hot. But that's his brother. She's only hottie in this whole movie, and of course you have Hannibal. Pretty much the rest of the movie hunting down these guys, these war criminals, and killing them. Well, of course, the twist was that Hannibal also ate his sister. unknowingly ate his sister. I am not joking. There's a big so-called twist in this movie. Of course, you're going to see it coming because his sister was dead. Because Hannibal and his sister was captured by these war criminals, and so at least the first part of the book, because I read the book first before I even seen the movie, and she's like lying there in the same position for like days and days and days. So she's sick. Meanwhile, she wasn't sick; she was dead. And the war criminals, like not unknowing to Hannibal, they took pieces of her and fed them to each other, and then eventually fed to pieces of Hannibal's sister to Hannibal. And he says, "Oh, you hate her too, so you have to kill yourself." That's what one of the criminals says. Yeah, if you kill me, you have to kill yourself too, because you ate your sister too. Because where do you think we fed you? We fed you your sister, and that was really Hannibal's first taste of cannibalism by eating his own sister. But the ending in the movie is definitely different from the ending in the book, because the local cop, Popo, the guy's name was, figured out what Hannibal was doing, because he was investigating war criminals, as a police officer in the movie. He was investigating war criminals, and he wanted to prosecute the guys who killed Hannibal's sister. Hannibal killed them before. Excuse me, got him before the police officer did. So he said, "Oh, since you," excuse me, sorry about that. Because they were going to be executed anyway, these guys. So pretty much Hannibal saved this guy the job of killing them, of putting him on trial and killing them. But somehow he arranged Hannibal to go to the United States and specifically work in Baltimore as a psychiatrist. And that's how he got to the United States being a Baltimore psychiatrist through the ending of the book. And of course, we know the rest of the story where he was a serial killer in Baltimore, and it would be interesting that part of a story, have a sequel to the prequel, and discuss his crimes in Baltimore, and then of course him being captured by Will Graham just before the story of the Red Dragon. That would have been cool if Thomas Harris did a sequel to the prequel to Hannibal Rising. Do a story on that between the time when he goes to Baltimore and by the time he gets captured. True, in the Red Dragon remake, they did show Hannibal being captured by Will Graham in the Red Dragon remake, but that bit wasn't really discussed all that much in the novel. I mean, it was pointed out in Red Dragon that Will Graham captured Hannibal Lecter, but you would like to read about it. You would like to, of course, in the Red Dragon remake, you saw it happening, but you would like to read about it in the novels. It was never in any of the novels how Will Graham found out that Hannibal Lecter was Hannibal Lecter, and this big serial killer, and captured him. But in the end of Hannibal Rising, he goes to the last guy who Hannibal hadn't killed yet in Canada, travels all the way over from Europe to Canada, and then I'm looking for a hit. I said, "Oh, whose?" I said, "Yours." And that's how the movie ends. Sorry about that, but damn sinuses. And pretty much how the movie ends. He didn't see him kill the last guy. He didn't see him get arranged to go to work in Baltimore. He didn't see any of that stuff. But that stuff was in the book. And of course, this movie got like the worst ratings of any of the Hannibal Lecter movies. And not only that, but also, like I said earlier, it was the last Hannibal Lecter novel that ever came out. And I think Thomas Harris, of the success of Red Dragon and Silence of the Lambs in particular, he got tired of the character, and people kept pushing to write more Hannibal Lecter books. Nowadays, it's like Dan Brown's getting pushed to write more Robert Langdon thrillers because of the success of the Da Vinci Code. But I digress. I mean, this movie wasn't as bad as people said it was. Or like the cinephile guy said it was. But I mean, it held me interested. I mean, to see how Hannibal Lecter became Hannibal, that was an interesting plot device. But other than that, it's just a guy going around killing guys in different kinds of ways, and he never really ate any of these guys. He never really did until, of course, later on in his life story when it was in Baltimore, Maryland. But in this movie, you never really in this story in Hannibal Rising, you never really see him eat any of the guys who killed his sister. That never happened. Uh, but I'm not saying it's a god awful movie, but if you're a Hannibal Lecter fan, you might be interested in watching this movie. And so that's my review of Hannibal Rising. Please click on the video, please rate it, feel free to comment on it, please subscribe to my channel, and please forward this video onto your Facebook pages. You can check out all of my reviews not only on my YouTube channel at rallyc.com, as well as wdyc.com. The whole page of the Rally Reviewer, Chris Lee Moore. Please check out all of his videos on his website as well. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.